Cody, do you think the bye week comes at a good time for you, or what's your feeling about taking this week off? Kind of.
I like it actually. It's right towards like a little after towards the middle of the season, so it's a nice break for us. But at the same time, we don't want to let it slow down our momentum that we have going right now.
Did you feel like the first bye week did that a little bit, just because you were coming off that big win over Texas, and did it slow things down a little bit at that point?
I think it might have slowed down a little bit. I think people might have let up a little bit, kind of got too relaxed and too comfortable. But I think we took that as a learning lesson, and we're going to get better this week.
As far as how you're handling it, are you going to do anything different this week as far as making sure that you don't get too relaxed as far as the team goes?
Well, we're not really practicing too much this week. Just taking a lot of mental reps in film, and then towards the end of the week we're practicing. So the coaches can game plan earlier in the week, and then we can start executing later.
Today it was announced that that game might be on ABC National, might be on at least ESPN. What's your feeling about that? Is that as a player, is that something that catches your attention?
It's always good to put on national TV, and that's why I was excited when we signed with ESPN. And ABC is a big thing, and our game last week against Boise State was a big thing too, because it was the only game on ESPN. So anytime we can be able to get out there on national TV, we'll take it.
As far as the offensive performance, you guys just seem to be putting up points very consistently right now. What area do you want to see the offense continue to improve at?
Just finishing games. In the first half, we come out and we really put points on the board, and then I feel like we kind of slow down in the second half when we should be able to put up more points. But I think we're going to work on that. The coaches see it, and so do we, and we're going to get better at that.
Taysom mentioned that maybe might be a little bit more conservative play calling in that situation. Do you see the same thing a little bit, maybe being a little more conservative that way?
I think we do, and I think the stats show. I think we had more runs and passes in the second half, so I think that's a little bit more on the conservative side. But we didn't have any turnovers, so that's all we could ask for.
With as well as Taysom's been playing, do you find yourself and other teammates saying, "We told you so," to people around? Kind of that Taysom would turn into this quarterback that he has?
Yeah, it's starting to be like that. We know his potential, and he works real hard, and it's great for us to be able to see all his hard work being able to pay off. I know he was probably getting frustrated at the start of the season, but just with this hard work now, I feel like he's continually getting better every week, and that's what we're going to need from him.
You've been a part of some different offenses while you've been here. At this point right now, with the way this offense is playing, is this the most confident offense you've been a part of since being here at BYU?
I would say so, yeah. Just the momentum that we have now, we're on a winning streak, and we're putting up points. And I think last year we were good, but we weren't consistent, and I feel like we're a lot more consistent and fluent this year.
After the targeting penalty on you, against you, you said you were hurting a little bit all over. Did it take you a few days to recover? Have you recovered? Where you at?
Yeah, it was my shoulder that was bothering me the most, but it feels good today, and just gonna get treatment on it, and it'll be fine.
As far as you've probably watched the film of it now, do you think it should have been a touchdown or?
I don't know. I think it could have went either way. I'd probably say it would have been because I had a couple feet down across the goal line, and then that's when I dropped it after. But they reviewed it. They obviously made the right call, so I have nothing to say.
How special have these last two games been, the reception record than the touchdown record been?
It's been special. I never really thought coming out of high school that I'd come to major calls like this and rewrite the record book. So it's been emotional for me, and it's been feeling good.
Talk about your overall experience here at BYU. You've come a long ways. You came from relatively Crescent City High School, unknown to BYU to be on national stage. Talk about your overall experience here at BYU and just your reflection.
It's definitely been a road to remember. I feel like I've overcome a lot of adversity, being not Mormon against the odds, and it just shows what hard work can do. And if you're diligent in class and on the field and just want to get better and excel every day, I feel like you can do that.
Where does Cody Hoffman go from here? You just obviously just came to BYU's all-time leader. Where do you go from here? What do you do now to kind of add upon your legacy here at BYU?
Finish out the season strong, and hopefully, if the cards play out right, get a BCS run.
Have you had guys like Collie and whatnot, people's records who you've broken? Have you had those guys contact you and say congratulations, anything like that?
No, just Collie. That's about it. And I can't remember his name. The guy that returned the last kickoff for BYU. He congratulated me after I ran that kickoff return back 2 years ago.
Cody, when you were talking about Taysom, you mentioned that he was probably frustrated at the first of the season. Was the whole offense as an entire unit starting to get frustrated there?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, the receivers especially, because we feel like we can make a lot of plays, and we just weren't capable of that. We were making plays, and I feel like it was just a struggle for everybody, and we've come a long way now.
What has been the big difference?
Just our practice, our habits in practice, and being able to get better. And I think the momentum definitely plays a key in that.
Go ahead. Bronco had said that Coach Anai was just dead honest with him about the offense maybe being a process, taking time to work over the course of the season. How did Coach Anai lay that out with you guys, and what was maybe the point when he thought it would really click with the team?
He told us about halfway through the season it would really start to click, just for him to be able to kind of grasp everybody's ability and be able to play to our full potential every week. And he told us that from the beginning, and I think now that we're halfway through the season, we're playing our best football.
Did he have to keep you guys patient early in the season when it wasn't going as you guys wanted, or was that on the players to kind of keep that perspective?
I think it was on the players mainly. We just know we had to be patient. He told us in advance. It's not like it was some surprise to us, and it just shows that patience is a virtue, and that's why we're playing so good right now.
Has it helped since you've been back? You missed a game, kind of hurts. That kind of helped that you're full strength. Everybody else is the same unit that should be out there.
What was that?
Like you've been out a little bit, like been hurt, missed a game. To help your past couple of games you've been going, full strength. Everybody like your position, everybody's going. Does that help the offense continuality to perform as well the past couple weeks?
I feel like it does help. Me being able to get in there and get reps with the offense, I feel like can always help us out. And when I was hurt and injured or hurt and suspended, I wasn't able to be there and missing out on reps.
Cody, it was quite a remarkable 31 touchdown catches. Your family was, I understand, were they here as well?
Yeah.
Talk about your family being here, your grandparents, your parents. Talk about who was all involved, and just maybe what it was like visiting with them after your record performance game.
It was my mom and dad, and then my two cousins. They all came out from back home, and so I'm glad they were here to be able to watch that, because they weren't able to make the Houston game and watch that record being broken. So I'm glad that I could at least break one in front of them and for it to be a home game.
Did you keep the ball?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in my locker right now.
It's in your locker right
Yeah.
now?
Cody, I was interested to hear you make a mention of BCS talk. Is there some talk in the locker room about a BCS run at 10-2 is what you guys would end up at?
I mean, there's always going to be talk. That's our goal to start the season, is to make the BCS, and we're always going to keep our hopes and dreams alive and not say that we're completely out of the picture, and we're going to continue to strive for it whether we can or not.
In order to win out, you got to win one game at a time. You got Wisconsin coming up in a couple of weeks after the bye here. What do you see from Wisconsin? What do you think about the matchup there?
I think it'll be a great matchup. I feel like we're ranked close. We know they're going to be good, big school, and we're just going to watch film and do our homework and play to our strengths and abilities.